Hey folks, it's Egwin here from Scope of Life and Beyond Systems. Today I'm going to talk about stabilizing movement and comparing 3 different possibilities to do so. Now, when we talk about stabilizing movement, this already implicates that we are also talking about stabilizing joints. But the reason why I chose to call it stabilizing movement is that every time that someone says stabilizing joints, the first thing that comes to mind to many people is that the movement in the joint has to be limited. And now, while this is correct, if we take a look at it in biomechanical terms, for a regular normal day person, it represents something that's not quite what you really want to achieve. So stabilizing joints obviously mean that we do not want the joint to dislocate and that we do not want the joint to move in any way that harms our soft tissues, our joint capsule, our tendons, our ligaments, or even the muscle around it. So this is what stabilizing joints is all about. We do not want our arm to fall out of our shoulder socket, of our glenohumeral joint. We definitely want the humerus to be connected to our scapula one way or the other in best possible scenario, in a way that allows for maximum mobility with the minimum risk for injury. Now, stabilizing movement literally means that there is a certain integrity in movement. This doesn't mean that movement can't be like really completely soft and free. On the contrary, movement should be open, should be free, should be completely loose, or you should have the possibility for loose movement. But loose movement at no stage should mean to literally lose integrity. Losing integrity would literally mean to lose the connection between the 2 bony parts of your joint, or to bring them into a position that is not physiological anymore. Now, when we talk about this, there are a couple of different methods that one can use in order to actually stabilize movement. And one of them is literally coordination. The second one is specialized and focused training of stabilizing muscles. And the third is literally training that resembles the human movement development path from a baby up to an adult. Now, all those 3 methods, they have their pluses and they have their negatives. But eventually, and this is what I want to show you here, eventually we need all of them to really get back into a completely free moving, but still stable and integer movement pattern for all our joints, actually, not just for the shoulder or for the knee, literally for all our joints. And that's the real important thing here. If there is an instability in one part of the body, if there is an instability in one joint, it's never just one joint. This always means that there is some kind of imbalance, muscular or structural imbalance somewhere else in the body as well. There are no singular problematic points in our structure unless, for example, you rupture your biceps or something like that, or you tear your ACL or something like that. So let's talk about this coordinative method first. Most movement in the body can be increased in terms of efficiency a lot, just simply by learning how to actually coordinate the muscles, how to use agonist and antagonist muscles, and how to give commands to the body. Now, for instance, when do I say up and down? When do I say front back? When do I say open or close, say, in terms of when do I communicate with my body in which way. Giving direction to joints is more important than trying to give commands to movements. So this is maybe the first really important thing that you can take back home here. Most importantly, it's about where you want to move the joint, and the second important thing is what you do with your movement, what you do with your muscles, sorry. Because the second you know where your joints should be or where you want your joint to go, that second your body knows which muscles to use. So this always has to come first. Second aspect, training a specific muscle or training specific muscle groups. So targeting muscles and training them specifically. Yes, this too is a absolutely valid method. It can help a lot in really pathologically unstable joints and is sometimes absolutely necessary and a good thing. What's the problem with this method? The problem with this method is that most of the time it's not integrative, meaning it does not take in account how different muscle groups from all over the body actually work in perfect conjunction to get the perfect movement that you are seeking. So this is really important here. Training muscles very specifically, very targeted, does not automatically train the coordinational aspects that are necessary for full body integrated movement. And that's important. That's the only negative side of that. Now, the third big category that I see is literally relearning movement just the way you learn movement at the beginning of your life up until when you really knew how to move, like in teenage years or something like that. And when you look at babies, some movement patterns, they're deeply ingrained. So you instantly know how to use, say, an arm, how to move an arm. But there are some patterns that you do not yet know. You do not yet know how to walk. You do not yet know how to even turn from one side to the other without outside help. Those are all patterns that you have to learn. By using this approach of relearning a movement pattern from scratch, you have this integrity in movement built inside your learning curve already. Because you do not learn the movement of the shoulder joint before you learn how to use your core. You do not learn the movement of your knee and ankle before you learn to use your core, your hip joints, and so on. So you literally, using this method, you literally learn how full body coordinational aspects are actually linked with each other and how muscle groups work together for a perfect and 100% integral movement result. And that's an amazing thing to learn, and that's also an amazing method. Still, sometimes you need, for specific movement, you need additional coordinative aspects that you can train with method number one. And sometimes, in specific cases, you need additional training of some stabilizer muscles. So my advice is literally to use all of those three methods in conjunction with each other to have best possible and best holistic results that really give you all the benefit from stable movement, integral joints, protected joints, and absolutely most stunning efficiency of your whole musculoskeletal system and all the fascia and everything, because all of those things are interwoven with each other. All right, that being said, I hope you liked the video. I'm going to go deeper into those three methods within the next couple of videos. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Button is below if you want to stay up to date. And have a wonderful time. See you soon. Bye, guys. Hey there, thanks for watching the video. I just quickly wanted to shout out and let you know that my new online program, Reconnect with Yourself, is going live on the 17th of March. Now, what I'll be teaching there is everything that has to do with how to actually reconnect with yourself, with your physical body, with your health, with your emotional and mental well-being, and how to really get back into this thriving, amazing, powerful feeling of being alive. Now, in modern day world, there are so many outside influences that constantly sort of take our awareness and that pull us out of ourselves, that we sometimes don't even realize that there is a disconnect between what's going on in the outside world, what's going on Facebook or Instagram or social media in general, and what's actually very important and going on the inside and with us. Now, the real interesting thing is that there is a physical correlation between your own ability in yourself to be connected with yourself and your ability to connect with others. So this has nothing to do with suddenly becoming egotistical. It's the exact opposite, actually. So it literally means that by reconnecting with yourself, you regain more power and more ability to be free in your life and also to interact more freely and more safely and more securely in yourself with others and with the world around you. Now, if you're interested in that online course, you can check it out on my website. The link is down below. I'll be doing a whole webinar about that somewhere within the next couple of weeks. And currently there is still the pre-order sale on. So right now it's even a lot cheaper. And if you're interested in all that, I really recommend you check it out, because it's an amazing opportunity with video modules, with workbooks, and with live calls every week of the 8-week program that you get with me personally, so that there is actually a literal process going on where we talk about the things that are happening. So it's not one of those typical online courses where you're completely left alone. No, it's literally a process that I will guide you guys through it. Have a wonderful time. Thanks for watching again, and see you in the next videos. Bye.